Hello. For my library collection evaluation, I chose Reston Regional Library. Reston Regional Library is located in Fairfax County Public Library System. Fairfax County Public Libraries has 23 libraries in its system, and Reston Regional is located about 2 miles away from the Herndon Fortnightly Library, which is a smaller library, and it is the closest to them. I chose this library because it's the library I grew up going to, and it's the one that I've gone to the most throughout my lifetime. Um, and as an adult, I worked nearby at a local Starbucks until it closed down in 2021. Well, I didn't work there until 2021, but it closed down in 2021. And it is located outside of Reston Town Center, and Reston Town Center recently had the Silver Line Metro open up nearby, so it is fairly accessible. There are bus stops. It is located directly next to a homeless shelter. There is a community space and then also a police station directly across the street. There are several bookstores nearby, including a Barnes & Noble that opened in June. Reston is one of the wealthiest, is part of Fairfax County, which is one of the wealthiest counties with a relatively low poverty rate, but the area is in need of affordable housing. Recently, they decided to stop the redevelopment of the library itself. Hopefully that'll happen soon, but originally the plan was to once demolish the library, rebuild the library with affordable housing on top. And that is something that is desperately needed in the area. So Reston Regional Library has their collection policy online. In their collection policy, they state they do not exclude any resources based on sex, sexual orientation, race, religion, culture, or political beliefs of the author. They also cite the Library Bill of Rights, freedom to read, and free access to libraries for minors as part of that policy. The space is large and has several self-checkout spaces, so if someone needs to check out materials without engaging in someone there, that's available for them to do so. The method of the space is the adult and juvenile collection is sorted in Dewey Decimal System, where the young adult and teen are sorted alphabetically, which can get very confusing. I was walking around the space today and was very lost and had to ask for some assistance, which could be frustrating for a young individual trying to navigate the space and find queer books. I'm sharing one of the graphics that I saw that I felt was moving and important that was inside the space when I was visiting in the children's literature section. So the collection and the results that I found when looking at the collection. So I used keyword-based strategy, and I looked up lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, and asexual all through the library system. And this graphic kind of gives an overview of what the results were. There was an overabundance of gay in comparison to lesbian, queer, transgender, bisexual, asexual, and intersex, with gay having more than twice the amount of lesbian, and then therefore like less queer, less transgender, less bisexual, less asexual, and even less intersex. I found when going through some of the intersex resources, because there were so few, that a lot of the intersex resources were categorized. They were like books about transgender people or books about the whole LGBTQIA plus community, and not necessarily about intersex experiences specifically. And then when looking at the physical resources, there was significantly less, like when looking at the resources as a whole, you could see that the online resources, there were significantly more than physical resources. The only category that had more physical was transgender adolescent books. And then when looking at physical resources that were not books, there was not a significant amount of resources that were physical resources that were not books for the LGBTQIA plus community. So my general recommendations upon looking at the resources and overview is an increased need for physical resources, particularly around intersex, asexual, and bisexual resources, and also to reevaluate how things are being categorized into gay, lesbian, bisexual, specifically with and also queer, specifically with looking at how gay and queer sometimes uses umbrella terms, and gay might also categorize gay woman, where bisexual, it doesn't state whether it's bisexual man, bisexual woman representation, or non-binary bisexual representation. So kind of getting into how those categories may need more definition for people to find the resources themselves.